Ladies and gents, there's another kind of media that people can talk about. It's an interactive form of media. You may have heard of it. It's called video games. And the children be playing with it. Not only the children be playing it, but Asian men be playing it. On behalf of a billionaire, apparently. Elon Musk, for some godforsaken reason, feels the need to present himself as a giga gamer. Now, there are a few reasons he could be doing this, right? Could be purely ego. Could be that he sees value in people. Obviously, a big part of his brand is Elon, the Giga Genius. He won at poker by using cards that no one else knew existed. He's too smart. No one noticed these cards exist. Like, he can break any system instantly. 5 million IQ. He can hit level 100 in Path of Exile in 15 minutes the first time he played. Have people believe impossible shit. Which I feel he could get away with if he didn't stream and show that he doesn't know anything. It's very strange. I have not played Path of Exile 2. I played a decent chunk of Path of Exile, and even to me, there were some very problematic things he was saying if we're expecting to believe he loves the game and is super into it. Even if he played casually. It's very, very strange, and we're going to look at someone who is a Path of Exile 2 expert, talking about it to fully understand the depth of the problems with what we're being presented with. We're going to watch an individual called Quine69. I believe his name is Quine69. Okay? To be fair, he might just be mad because he's not as good as Elon. If Quine... Sorry, Quine, I don't know his real name. I've never heard of this guy before. If this guy is really good at Path of Exile, why does he have to play so much more than Elon to be good at it? You ever think about that? Clearly, he's doing something wrong, isn't he? Just think about it.
I have a lifetime of playing video games. At one point, I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world.
You're actually like a world-class, incredible video game player.
Yeah.
No, you were not. Never. Shut the f*** up. That annoys me. That annoys me. Zero f***ing chance. I've seen the way he moves around a mouse playing PoE 2. My man probably can't even browse the internet. Top 1% efficiency with a mouse. You're not a top Quake player. Is that just stolen from Joe Rogan? Joe Rogan often goes on about how much he loves Quake. Get me on a call with Elon Musk right now. I'm going to ask him to explain strafe jumping.
I have a lifetime.
Hey, Elon, let's talk about strafe jumping. If I said half beat, what does that mean to you?
Playing video games. At one point, I was, maybe one of the best Quake players in the world.
You're actually like a world-class, incredible video game player.
Yeah.
Paragon board and the build, you're also an innovator there.
Yeah, I played a lot of video games.
Sorry, how chopped up is this? An innovator in the Paragon board? I don't think you can do much innovating in Diablo 4 unless they really opened it up.
You think about like StarCraft, any game where a lot of people are playing. To rise to the top, you have to be exceptional, period, as a human being.
Yeah.
There has to be something exceptional about you.
Yeah.
Are you in the top 20 in the world? Or
You have to... Why is this so laggy? You have to, at the very least, have no self-respect. At the very least.
Wow, in Diablo.
Yeah.
Shooting rockets into space, making e-vehicles, starting a new department of the government. I actually let myself think maybe he actually is an alien, because there's just no way, unless he's paying people to do it for him, which obviously he's not.
So let's start off with some...
That's a good-ass line, man. Oh, no. Elon Musk beats game that requires you to wait for 400 hours to win in only 1 hour. How did he do it? Not even the devs know.
Context. Elon Musk's character is currently level 97, aka rank 12 on hardcore, that's permanent death mode, Trade League. Let me try to give you a quick understanding as to how hard it is to get to that level. 2 weeks into the...
So... You die, it's over. Level 97, you die, it's over. I'm a pretty casual game player, okay? For me, getting anywhere in hardcore means going real slow, over-leveling before I do anything to make sure I don't get giga cucked by like a random champion mob or whatever. Have to take a ton of time. Elon's not doing that. So what do you have to believe? You have to believe if you think that's him and not him just paying someone to do it, he is the most knowledgeable, most genius, lightning reflex ARPG player of all time. If he's not spending much time on it and hits that point. The perfect efficiency has found an exploit in the game.
League, when people are playing the game, literally, they're staying up 40 to 50 hours.
Yeah, and I've heard that PoE 2 is much, much, much harder than PoE in terms of avoiding rips.
Without sleeping only playing Path of Exile, and they are the most try-hard guys in the world. The highest ranked player on the Hardcore Trade League was level 93. Okay, and you're thinking about yourself, that's kind of close to 97. Every time you level it up, it becomes exponentially harder to gain experience. A lot harder and a lot harder. Okay, so these players, to get to 97, have to be playing the game every day for the majority of their day. Currently, what is their highest ranked player? They're level 97, same as Elon Musk. So, I mean,
There are people, this alone, just this, is enough to say, obviously, it is overwhelmingly not Elon playing this character. Just on this basis, it cannot be. But there are people who will deny that, for some reason. It's people who've never played the game in their fucking life. People who have no idea, people who don't care to look. They have so much faith in him that they just believe he's able to do it. And then there are the people who are like, oh, you're being too harsh. You're being too harsh. Let's not exaggerate. He's probably playing like 10% of the time. Do you know how much time even 10% of what must have gone into this is? You think that guy's
effectively has been playing, pretty much just doing nothing except playing Path of Exile. So let's just go over some of the things that happened. So right away, we see Elon zone into his hideout, which is the area you do in-game content from. And he opens up his bank, and he goes to a tab called Elon's Maps, which immediately is a little bit of a red flag, because I don't know why you would refer to yourself in third person, but okay, he does that. Elon Musk didn't play Path of Exile.
He must understand how obvious it is what's going on. It's like in a way it's based, because it's like he's taking a piss on the people who love him. It's going, I think you love me so much and are so stupid that you're going to go along with this and pretend it's normal and exaggerate how much I actually play and just go along with my pretend projection of myself that isn't accurate to reality at all. Oh god.
1 and Path of Exile 2 maps are actually called waystones, and he never actually refers to them as maps. He calls them
play another round here. This is a hard level. Waystone.
So it's just kind of weird that he's again called his tab Elon's Maps. So almost like someone who's a Path of Exile 1 veteran, you know, is kind of making that tab and be like, Elon, you know, this is.
To be clear, chat, the word map here is not an acronym. It's referring to maps that you would use in PoE 1 to essentially open what you'd understand as like a little level with a boss or a win condition. You grind those. Once you finish the campaign and like set areas and the set story, you just sort of do. If you've ever played Diablo, they're like rifts. That helps. I don't know how to explain it in a way that somebody who doesn't know anything about this would understand.
There's a tab there called Elon's Maps. Grab your map out there. I've rolled them all for you. They're nice and easy. He then proceeds to walk up to his map device and go to put a map in.
Round is a weird one. It's like a discrete temporary combat zone. That's almost as bad as calling it a MOBA.
The literal first thing you learn upon getting to the end game is how to operate this map device. You're going to start off at a node, and then from that node, you can go to adjacent connected maps. Now, Elon, he's trying to click.
Oh, so it's like a, I need to not watch this because it's going to make me want to play Path of Exile 2, because this seems cool. So it's like you're always working with the Atlas. Instead of just, getting map drops and the idea of connected maps being more about things related to probability of getting a map you want dropping with that and the way they're connected on the Atlas. You actually are dealing with an overworld or something and going node to node.
Oh, he's trying to do the map that's not in the chain.
He's just clicking a map repeatedly, trying to access it. He was not eligible to enter that map.
I just want you guys to understand, this is one of the highest level hardcore characters in the game. He would have played thousands of maps at this point.
Anyone who's level 97 is...
That's sick as hell. I'll definitely be playing it when it's out, when it's not in beta or whatever. But, makes me want to play.
And we're talking one of the most efficient players in the game, period. There is no way you would do that. Why just like sitting there like some sort of geriatric old man clicking this node, expecting something to happen, and then he finally kind of gives up after a while.
It's crazy though, because Elon actually recently started up a YouTube channel, and few people have found it. It's called Alzheimer's Gaming,
and then realizes his mistake. We then get a look at his inventory. So Elon Musk is stuck going into the map and with full bags. If you're an efficient player, you're going to clear a map. You're going to loot the valuable items.
It doesn't even matter if you're an efficient player. As a super casual ARPG player, I would not enter a map in PoE 1 with a full inventory. I presume it's not that much different in PoE 2.
You're going to go in, and you're going to take those items, and you're going to basically look through the good ones, keep the good ones, list them up for sale, and then truck away the trash ones.
Not only this, but the odds of me picking up trash ones is going to be pretty f***ing low because I'm going to have a loot filter on.
It's almost like he has no understanding as to like what what items are or what you're even supposed to do with them. So now Elon zones into the map.
So what I'm doing here is just boosting my shield before battle via meditation. Meditation before battle is always good.
And he starts killing monsters. He starts obliterating
He's talking about it like he thinks it's real.
monsters with his character. But what becomes obviously apparent,
Chaos Orb, no
his
loot
loot
filter.
filter is like, no, he's just running past Chaos Orbs. He just ran past the Chaos Orb.
Chaos Orbs are one of the most important currencies, and they're also really rare. I have about 140 Exalts. I have like 9 Chaos Orbs, just so you guys understand.
So in Path of Exile,
Okay, so that's a lot different to when I played PoE 1. But still, I'd be picking it up. That's the kind of shit where you want it to go when it drops or something. If you can do that. Can you do that shit in PoE 2?
the devs are these
The
evil
custom
guys,
loot
and they
filter
talk
with, like,
about
custom
feeling the
sounds
weight,
going off and
and they
stuff?
effectively just drop tons and tons of items, and you have to know what to pick up. So what GGG have done, the people who make the game, they've made this system called loot filters, which gets rid of 90 to 95, even in some cases, like we're talking 98% of all loot that drops, because otherwise your screen is just cluttered, and you won't even notice when you get a good drop. It's unfathomable for someone to be in the top ranks without a loot filter. Yet Elon Musk, the god gamer, he doesn't play with a loot filter. The only thing Elon does pick up are maps, because the default in-game loot...
Isn't there pay-to-win mechanics in all these games? No. Path of Exile microtransactions are limited to like convenience, like stash tabs and shit, and cosmetics.
filter highlights those things are worthless. The actual items of value that he should be picking up, that he would have had to pick up in order to get the gear, leave it on the ground. Anyone who's been playing the game and is a complete expert, we're talking he's cleared thousands of maps, he's been playing that character for hundreds of hours, he's going to be pretty damn good at, playing the character. He gets to the boss, he's fighting the boss, and I want to say for about 10 seconds, he sits there and he's out of mana. Mana is a resource in this game where you need it in order to use your abilities.
Let the man have fun playing his own way. That's the problem, he's not playing.
He just sits there, default attacking the boss without activating his mana flask. Anyone who's played the game and understands the character
should play and
understand,
play
like,
his own
I'm
way.
not doing any damage because I'm out of mana. Elon Musk takes
I feel like if I did this, I'd get banned. Does PoE allow this? Is it like, do GGG allow this, actually?
10 seconds. He then goes on to loot items off the ground. He starts dragging them into his bag. Like, I don't even know how to describe to you how painful that is to anyone who actually plays the game. And his bags are full, and he just keeps clicking it over and over and over again. Nobody, not even people who are kind of noobs at the game, do this.
The man sent a car his company made into space on a rocket his other company made. He doesn't need to pretend to be a gamer. For some reason he is, though!
Don't even think Elon Musk has done the campaign, honestly. Like, just based on what
Fucking
I'm seeing
why?
in the gameplay.
Actually, why? I want to study why.
His settings on the map.
We need psychologists on this stat.
Transparency are turned on by default. His life values are turned on. All these basic settings that anyone in the top 100 would do, he is not doing. Maps can effectively have different content on them, and that content will be signified by icons on the map. So it could be a map which has an expedition in it, a breach in it, or it could be corrupted. Elon starts looking through the atlas, and he finds a map with, I kid you not, 4 things on it.
Got 4 things there. So this one has a real risk of dying.
4 things.
Fact check, true. You can clearly see there are 4 things on it.
What are those things?
God, dude, 4 things. It's 4 things, dude.
So this one has a real risk of dying.
far in the game and calling it 4 things. Stop, bro. Dude, stop. Oh my god, I literally can't. He then goes on to say, oh, kid you.
This is max difficulty on hardcore. If there's a way to get higher difficulty, I don't know what it is, but this is everything maxed out.
Path of Exile has boss fights and end-game bosses, which are quote-unquote difficult battles, which Elon actually did do in one of his streams, where he just went into the...
I think Elon plays games, but he likes being seen as a gamer more than he likes actually playing games. So like me.
in-game boss and dive repeatedly
Wait, that's the opposite.
to it. Maps are just farming. You go into maps and you farm them for loot and experience. They're not the most difficult battles, and I don't know if he's trying to deceive people watching a stream into thinking that he's doing some insanely hard thing whenever he's literally doing something you do to effectively grind or farm. And if you thought this was bad, I did not even get to the worst part. In Path of Exile, gear has requirements to equip it.
Oh yeah, I've seen a bunch of this. This part is so good.
But that has nothing to do necessarily with how good it is. For example, one of the most powerful and best items in the game is a level 1 required to equip staff, which is maybe, I think, even the most meta build in the game right now. It's super, super broken, insane damage. And Elon Musk starts going over his gear.
This is a great staff, but it's only a level, 62 staff.
His weapon is...
It's like he has the thing... The thing that struck me about this is it's like he has the understanding of games of someone who's only played mobile games. This sounds like something someone would write for a TV show of a character talking about games.
I kid you not, one of the best, if not the best staffs on the entire hardcore trade league.
Says level 62 must not be as good as if it was level 63 required.
Cannot even buy it.
Bigger number means better. I'm a gamer. Level's good. High level good.
Insane weapon.
These affixes are, I'd hate to say perfect, but they might be perfect.
Just the PvPS criteria on trade, we can see there's literally one staff in existence on the entire market. Not only does Elon have a staff that you can't even buy, but it's so good that second best one, which is missing 2 of what makes a staff so powerful for an invoker, which is the crit and crit bonus, is still 20 divines, and that's obviously very expensive.
Here I am, level 95, but my staff is only level 62. my helmet is level 56.
Right. This is the shit that makes me think. So people are saying oh, come on, he plays at least 5% of the time. This is the shit that makes me think he's literally played an hour ever of Path of Exile 2 or Path of Exile 1.
Int, lightning, and chaos resist. Okay, it's only 56.
Amulet level 61. Ring is only...
That commentary of, I'm level 94, but this is lower level than me, makes me think he could not have played any amount. Because you run into... You gain an understanding of how things work so fast that it seems absurd that anyone who's played it any amount of time.
Level 48, 49, at least a level 75 jacket.
It's a jacket with 6 things.
Siffy! He's not even talking about eye level, he's talking about level requirement.
Tell us how bad the item that only drops from the highest difficulty of the hardest boss.
He's literally talking about its required level. Presumably doesn't know what an affix is.
Just tell us that it's only level 50.
And I'm a super casual basic bitch PoE player. I'm real bad. I've only played a few hundred hours.
52. Did you find this at level 52? That's impressive.
Level 52 here.
They can only ever be level 52. Bro, Elon Musk is a fucking fraud, bro.
Pretty low level.
Was he just looking at a unique?
Bro, Elon Musk is a fucking fraud, bro.
52.
What did I just
The highest difficulty.
Unless it's changed for PoE 2, I believe in PoE 2, if it's the same as PoE 1, uniques just have... You're not going to get them at any other level. Yes?
Of the hardest boss. Just tell us that it's only level 52. Did you find this at level 52? That's impressive.
Level 52 here.
They can only ever be level 52. Bro, Elon Musk is a fucking fraud, bro.
Pretty low level compared to my character level, but it seems to work pretty well. In softcore, you can get much better equipment.
In order for him to have insane gear, he has to understand how the economy works. He has to be basically trading.
Anyone who's played Path of Exile to the end game in a trade league knows that you have to trade in order to obtain what looks like some of the best gear pieces in the entire game. If we look at some of these player accounts...
No, you don't. Elon is special. He just gets these dropping. They just dropped for him. He just found them. Why does he even comment about the items? That's the thing, Kill Notes! He must know that he doesn't know anything. Why is he talking? Why is he saying these things? Is he just like making fun of the people who believe he is what he presents himself as?
We can see what they have for trade. 700 plus items for sale, multiple divine items. You can see hundreds of divines worth of listed items. This is also someone from the top 10, ranked number 4, focus here, worth 50 divines alone. This is the number 1 guy. You can see he's hundreds of divines, again, worth of items, multiple mirrors, all these players. If we go to Elon's account, he's got only 21 items for sale, and they're all absolute garbage. It's clear he's really not making much money, or any money at all.
Whoa.
So something I did notice last week, I did the same search because I was curious what he might have been selling, and I grabbed the screenshot which I shared to my Discord, and it's this really, really, really crappy crossbow for 18 divines. So why is it listed for 18 divines, and where did it go? Is it possible he vendored it? Yes. Why was it listed for 18 divines? I don't really know.
Okay. We get into bro is doing RMT. This smells like RMT to me, unless I'm being stupid. Put up some trash for a huge price. Okay.
I don't want to fuel any conspiracy theories, but I have been made aware that RMT...
It's not really a conspiracy theory. At first I thought they were going in the direction of Elon's putting up garbage for high prices. He's tried to f around with trade stuff, but there's no way he even knows that, right? Knows to do that.
Typically, they use legitimate listings that are far overpriced, and that is how they mask the transaction as legitimate. So if he were to buy 18 divines for, $100 US or whatever, he could have done so through this listing.
And if you needed any more proof that Elon is 100%...
That's very suspect.
And boosted. He was playing the game today inside of maps, blasting, while simultaneously on a...
You wouldn't understand. Grinding maps just helps him focus when he's talking. You wouldn't understand. His brain is a multi-core processor. He actually needs to have all of the cores active or it slows him down. So playing PoE actually helped him during that discussion. What's RMT? Real money trading. Bro is not just paying someone to play. It looks like he's literally cheating.
X space talking to like some far right wing part of some German government. I don't know, some political bullshit. Okay, I guess he's just that much of a god gamer.
Or the person he's got doing it for him is dead at level 97. Would it be sick to be I guess no. On one hand, it might feel like, do you say Sisyphean? Sisyphean. When you describe something as being a task like Sisyphus had, what is the term? Would you feel like Sisyphus rolling the hardcore character up the hill, only for Elon to log in and kill it? Or would it be like, sick, Elon f***ed another character, I'm still in the job, let's start leveling again? Which one do you think it is? A Famosian task? Excuse me. Job creation.